that's the type of friendship that we have here. It's the type that we have curated where we think who I am is solely ingrained in me that I don't need external factors to show my true colors.
Come on.
These are my true colors.
Like there's nothing else, guys.
There's nothing else that you're getting. There's nothing else that you're getting. And just in case you guys were thinking and you were wondering, we're giving you license to say, now we can go as friends and whatever. When we travel, we ensure that guys have their own spaces of sleeping.
Yes.
Ladies have their own spaces of sleeping. So we're making sure that we are not giving room to the devil to implant ideas.
Yes.
If that's what you're thinking. Because, you can go and then you can decide, we have
again,
faith.
this is flesh.
This is flesh, man. This is flesh. So some parameters need to be put in place. You give the devil an inch, he'll take a mile. And so we try as much as we can to ensure we're not giving the devil any space to come and implant ideas in our heads. We don't have chaperones, by the way, if that's what you're thinking. We don't have chaperones. But by the time I'm leaving my home, my mom knows who I'm going with.
Exactly
where we are going, what number of days I'm going there. And she has trusted me so much and trusted my friends because she knows for the period we've been together, nothing has happened that is fishy. And she knows that my friends can be accountable for me, I'll be accountable for them. That's the type of system we have put in place.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Vineyard Podcast, your weekly dose of fun, laughter, banter, and a whole lot of realness. How are you, my dear friends?
Hello, how are you?
Mkwaje?
Trying to survive.
It's been a minute.
It has.
We've been on set. Of course, we have to check on one another before we check on the viewers. So, Mr. Kingori, how are you?
As always, is there any better way? If you are me, if you're called by my name,
What?
but nimekuwa salama, just enjoying life, adulting here and there, but nonetheless, I'm happy it's Christmas. It's not so far away.
It's not so far. The season is here.
Angalau hata tuone some new foods in that house.
Hata magari zimekuwa less kwa barabara. You can tell the atmosphere is starting to settle down.
True.
Guys are ready for
But although sisi watu wa Gatondo, we don't notice these things.
When you are Gatondo.
We always hear bird chopping.
That's true.
Afadhali wewe. Yes, Miss Hope, how are you doing?
I am good, actually, now that I think about it. The last time we were here, I was to do my exams. And now I'm done. So
the mountain monster called Kenya School of Law.
Kenya School of Law is behind me.
We thank God.
And I am grateful. I am really, really grateful. So I'm good. Just been globe-trotting, country-trotting.
I was about to say you look well-rested.
I look well-rested. Indeed, I am. My sunburn is testament, but anyway, you can't see it. Don't see it. Globe-trotting. Natapa-tapa too. Because what was that? You remember, but it will probably come up when we were traveled and he was saying at the adwaiting, when talking about food, describing food, and he said the food was adwaiting. Was that?
The rest of us will use the one for our respective nursery schools. Yes, but you're good, you're well, you're happy.
And you, madam?
I'm good, I'm happy, I'm rested. I'm really also so excited for Christmas. Hey man, it's been, especially the last 6 months of the year have been so crazy. I just feel the need to take a pause, rest, not have too many things to do, not have a crazy agenda, just take a breath. Kupumua, man. To relax.
True.
Yes. We hope you're well as well. We hope you've kept well. Everything is well with you even as we are winding down the year. And for today's episode, we want to just keep it light. I think even towards the end of the year, you don't want heavy stuff. We just want to have a very light conversation.
What is the Lord speaking?
What is it? Hallelujah. What are you prophesying over the year 2025?
Ask yourself whether it's a December problem or January.
Exactly. There are some things we'll pick up in the new
January,
year.
Yeah.
For now, let's just wind down the year slowly. And you've seen the title of the episode is Live While We're Young. These people, the way you're seeing them here, looking rejuvenated. have just jetted back into the car. Okay, jetted.
I'm feeling your jet lag, guys. I'm feeling your jet lag. It's just me. The jet lag is
How was your
really.
rest last night? Okay, to exaggerate, guys. You have to understand. We're a bit sarcastic sometimes.
Yeah.
We hope you can keep up.
Yes, please.
Yeah, we had just traveled a bit over the last week for a few days. Actually, it was 5 days. And we went to, I imagine it was 5.
It was 5 days.
5 good days.
Allah, you didn't feel it?
Yes,
feel like it?
It didn't feel like it. And we went we went northwards, through Nyahururu, to Nakuru, to Samburu. We had such a good time. Shout out to all of our friends who we were able to go with for that trip. We were 13 of us, of just very close friends. And when we were thinking about this episode, it's going to sort of look like a vlog. It's like we are doing the live thing. We'll send our editor some pictures so that you can see what we are saying. We visited a beautiful place called Tafaria. Do you remember Tafaria, guys?
Yes.
My friends, Tembea Kenya bana.
When architecture meets stories.
And the guide was exceptional.
He was exemplary.
He was fantastic.
Beautiful.
And our friend here who is very in love with English, is it English
Yes.
architecture? And just those stories of kings and those medieval times. She was so happy. And we all were so happy. It was a really beautiful place. It's in Nyahururu. Nyahururu.
It's along that road. It's between how you go to Nyahururu Nyeri.
Yes, kwa mahali hapo. Yeah, so it's just a beautiful experience, and today we just wanted to reflect on how that has been. There's a post, Hope, that was that post you shared with me saying about how happiness can be elusive. And we are consistently looking to find it in the future.
Yes.
Instead of creating memories now, and we're very guilty of that, especially when we are young because we are so busy. So I want to find out from you guys. I'll start with any takers, or ask the question, then I see if there are any takers.
Ask the question. Throw the bead, then we see whether.
For you at this age and stage of your life where you are at, how important is it for you to just take time intentionally to make memories? And it's something that you have prioritized in your life. Is it something that you intentionally make space for, or you wait for an opportunity to come and then you jump on it? And is it something that it's something we can speak about? I know I've asked many questions, but I know it's something can be lumped into one. And is it something that you feel is important for us when we are still young to be able to be very intentional about living life and like truly just being in the moment and enjoying and seeking opportunities to just make you happy, to make you glad? Yes.
I remember because before I came to Samburu,
Yes.
I'd just come in from another trip.
From another trip. One sleep in
and then
And
up
those
and
photos
on the
were
door.
Oh
my goodness.
Beautiful girl.
I think as we were thinking through this episode, I don't think I've ever been one who's been very intentional about joy in the present. I've always been thinking that joy is something I will find after I've reached a certain point, or I've attained something. It was always maybe after KCPE, when I go to my national school, then I will find something there.Maybe after my national school and I get to university, then I will find something there. Then I get there and I'm like, life is so busy. Maybe after that, there's always something to look forward to every season of life. And so I've constantly found that I've been postponing life. Perhaps also some of the other factors could be the fact that my probably at that time mfuko kidogo ilikuwa imeleta shida and whatever. Perhaps maybe that is why we've always been finding happiness so elusive, because we are refusing to go to Uhuru Park. But then I've always found that I've always been postponing the things that I've always wanted to do because I'm looking to tick a certain box or have attained a certain matrix and something like that. So it's always been difficult. This is probably the year that I've made living in the present very intentional.
Wow.
Because I think I've actually been up and about this year more than I've ever been.
Wow.
Right from the time when I was at camp and having gone camping and then coming again, planning in between my exam, you know?
They were crazy.
In between my exam, I'm planning to go to the coast and just taking it on. And, you know, even with the challenges that are coming with it, I'm just like, yes, are we doing this? Yes, we are actually doing this. And then going with you guys to Samburu and I'm like, are we doing this? Yes, we're actually doing this, you know? We're not waiting for certain perfect conditions that we can go there. It's through everything, we will still be going. So I'm finding it, so I'm just realizing that there's never going to be perfect conditions to live life.
Yeah.
Happiness and joy is not a destination, it's the journey for me. So that's what I'm slowly teaching myself.
Put it on a billboard. Very nice. Thank you for that. Kingori, have you prioritized?
Am I intentional or have I prioritized creating memories? I think I like what Hope said. It's for me, it's always waiting for something to happen so that I can be able to say, oh, now it's time to create a memory. Or my body is telling me, no more.
Yes, stop.
I'm done. This is not it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a healthy thing. But also think, there's something you normally say, this is the time to grind. This is the time to work on yourself. And at times, it feels as if when you go for a trip, it feels like you're doing a disservice, but in hindsight,
you're wasting time.
Yeah, it feels as if
productive time.
Too chini, and there are things you will be doing, but in hindsight, when you look at it from the outside, it gives you a lot of energy, rejuvenation to be able to continue or to keep at it. So am I intentional? Not quite. I'm not, but I love living in the moment. That one I really do enjoy. It's the small things that make it. Like at times I look forward to going to club on Sundays because I know that's my place to feel.
Just to
now
take
I'm
a
ready
breath
for the
with your
week.
friends.
You know, yes.
That ka routine.
Dance for sure, mnanivunjanga roho kujeni kanisa Sunday.
Remember not to call out hivyo.
Hapana, mnakuanga very busy. Mnakujanga service kama mmetoka.
Nani? And we are always together. once too. But I imagine I agree kabisa. Even me, I think I don't know, human beings, we thrive on, okay, maybe not everyone, but we thrive on a bit of predictability and schedule, for lack of a better word. Like knowing that you're going to meet your friends on Sunday, or just have that time to just, before you start the same thing again on Monday, the never-ending pursuit and chase. I think it really does something. And because we are speaking about this and living while we are young, I want to twist the conversation a little bit and ask, okay, it's still very related to what has just happened, where we've just come from. I want to ask us to reflect, what is your opinion on traveling together, traveling long distances like we do, clearly.
And going over and sleeping over at places.
Sleeping over at places, not for one night, for 3-4 nights. As friends, putting into context everything that you know can affect and impact young people, because by the time we've said we've traveled, the three of us, it's not hard to put 2 and 2 together.
Yes.
Because our friend group, just to be transparent with you guys, we are not a one gender friend group, we are just all girls.
You know how good it will be if we went all dudes on a trip.
Kwanza wanaume.
Ningepika from the hapana that.
By then you're the only one that can cook there.
Ama mngekula ugali mayai forever.
Forever. At least hapo mtemi
ngeshikilia. Wanaume tujue kupika style.
Please. This one is a very, very good.
Gosh. I can't even stand next to him when it comes to cooking.
I'm telling you, ametoa hope.
For real. 10-0. In fact, I cannot even come close.
Mincemeat.
You remember your mincemeat king.
Hiyo na ndio maana.
I'm telling you, I ate. Nilikuwa nilambe sufuria kidogo hapo.
So good. These are really. So for those people who are secretly lacking, and now we've said he's a good cook, so you can attack him.
Attack, please.
At Timo Kingoni. Flood the DMs.
Flood the DMs, please.
What was the question? I feel we are being
sidetracked. Anyway, so the question was, what is your you can't even ask what is your opinion, considering we do it all the time.
Okay, we honestly do.
What are your thoughts?
Tell us your
on
thoughts.
That? Yes, what are your thoughts on that, and how have we been able to do it still, of course, in a very good honoring way, because we never ever cross boundaries. We're very respectful with one another. You will never hear any shenanigans, and it's so rare, because people always feel like those kinds of trips will always have vituko,
or people thinking that it's an opportunity because we're in service in church
to go,
it's an opportunity to
run
go
away.
and just suspend.
Guys, imagine there's nothing else to
you see is what you get. Probably just to, I'll take it. So the taker's hammer falls down, and I take the bead. So this is what I'd say.
Yes.
I would find it very weird if I am not able to actually travel with my friends.
Yeah.
That would actually give me question marks. We've established a relationship and friendship where everybody is a mature person.
Yeah.
Not mature in the sense of age, but a mature Christian. Let me say that. Because the values that we espouse are the values that we live day to day. So it's not something that we are trying to paint for you guys just because we're in the limelight or something, or we're in service at church, but it's because it's who we are. It's what we live and we breathe. Because even the conversations that we have when we're away, it's the same conversations we have when we're here. The same things that we do is when we're here are the same things that we do there. Well, a little bit more fun and a little more relaxed because we're not around town. You know, 50 to 100. 50 to, you know, tunapiga kelele huko mpaka inabidi watu. I'm telling you, like we were having dinner at some saa 6 usiku ndio tunakula na tuko hapo tumekata tunapikiwa tu mtu akiletoa yake, you know, but I'm telling you, I think
a friend who's waiting for his food.
I'm telling you, well, we wait for him first. Everybody's being served na yetu amengojea tu kwanza anangojea yake ifike. But I'm usually so happy when we go together because it gives us an even better opportunity to actually solidify. It puts the values that we have to the test because nobody is watching. Where we are at, it's sorry, but nobody is watching us. We've got the liberty to do whatever. There we can do whatever we want.
Like
and
Safari,
I'm
we were
sure.
so dispersed differently.
I'm
if you don't
sure.
want to do anything, that will be the prime time.
It would be the best time for you to do whatever you want to do. But we still don't have that. We don't attempt to cross boundaries or do that because at the end of the day, God is still watching whatever we are at. Wherever, like David said, even if we go try and hide in the depths of hell.
Yes.
God will still find us there.
Exactly.
He will still find us there. So I honestly do not see a problem with traveling as friends, even in the diversity we have in terms of gender.
Yes. Fantastic.
Drops the bid.
Mic drop. Pick it up now.
Let's see if you can raise a higher bid.
Challenge accepted.
I thought what she said.
Hapo umeshinda.
That's funny enough. I've never thought of it, interestingly, because as Hope said, there's a level of friendship you've created. I know there are things, not only in friendships, but because of the standards I choose to uphold, there are things I'll never champion or do, regardless of whether I'm with someone or not. And I usually say, success in the private means the public is good. And it shows in our friendship that we are successful in our private lives. Or else, they will have shown up. Ungekuta mtu alibeba kitu kwa bag or someone was inappropriate with someone, but that has never happened. And when it happens to someone because of someone else, we usually stop and be like, sipendi vile yo weta amefanya hivyo. We'll all pause and be like, that's not, we won't entertain the thought even when it's an exterior factor. We'll be like, that's not. When someone, there's a day we had gone to eat meat. Then a lady came with
Where?
Tukamwambia madam ingekuwa chai aya tungeitandika vizuri.
Lakini hapa tu ni Wakristo tu.
So I think we're very successful in how we live our private lives, in that when we choose to be public about it, there's no point in time we'll feel like I'm representing something that I don't stand for. If my friends from this place meet me here, they'll be like, oh, or the notion that will be in their head will be like, okay, because you've done this with this person before. But I think I think we're just mature people and we know. And also we, in a weird way, we have these conversations out of the conversations we have. Yeah, you know, like how we were talking about Akina Enoch. Imagine we went on vacation.
I'm telling you. And we started speaking about, gosh. We started speaking about the Bible. Tunabamba, you know. I think it's because that's the thing. the fun we find is fun that people don't conventionally think is fun, but it's actually what is meant to be fun. You know, so we're actually living the type of fun that we should be living the type of fun. I remember, now this one is probably not in the trip that we went to Samburu, but in a different one. So you guys know I've got this weird attraction to people from Maju, right?
We are
very well aware. Very weird attraction to people from Maju. When you go to the coast, very great space, availability plenty. Nobody's there to watch me or chaperone me. If I actually wanted to do anything, I would. I remember one time we actually we were just overlooking the beach. My friend and I had rented a stall, so we were overlooking the beach. A cabana, you know, yes, a cabana. We were overlooking the beach. Nimita stall. Ni biashara kabisa. We rented a cabana, and we were overlooking the beach. And then right next to us there were Italians that were sat next there, and then they had their guide and all of that. So there's this very popular tradition of having people in the coast where you're looking at white people and you're thinking, my gosh, it's my opportunity to secure the bag.
Poverty here,
you know, it's my opportunity to strike. It's what. And so this guide, because he's Kenyan, you could hear him actually trying to fix my friend and I with these white guys.
If only he knew.
The look we gave him, I mean, had we wanted to, we would. Because, I mean, nobody's watching there. Nobody even knows us there. We could. We can say it's probably for the night, and then tomorrow we forget. Whatever happens in the coast remains in the coast. But the look we gave him, we're like, we don't do that here.
We don't do that.
We've come with our own funds and whatever. We actually don't need your financing. We don't need your funds. We're very good on our own. You know? That's the type of friendship that we have here. It's the type that we have curated where we think who I am is solely ingrained in me, that I don't need external factors to show my true colors.
Come on.
These are my true colors.
Like there's nothing else.
There's nothing else that you're getting. There's nothing else that you're getting. And just in case you guys were thinking and you were wondering, we're giving you license to say, now you know we can go as friends and whatever. When we travel, we ensure that guys have their own spaces of sleeping. Ladies have their own spaces of sleeping. So we're making sure that we are not giving room to the devil to implant ideas. If that's what you're thinking. Because, you know, you can go and then you can decide, you know, we have
again,
faith.
This is flesh.
Man, this is flesh. So some parameters need to be put in place. You know, you give the devil an inch, he'll take a mile. And so we try as much as we can to ensure we're not giving the devil any space to come and implant ideas in our heads. We don't have chaperones, by the way, if that's what you're thinking. We don't have chaperones. But by the time I'm leaving my home, my mom knows who I'm going with,
exactly
where we are going, what number of days I'm going there. And she has trusted me so much and trusted my friends because she knows for the period we've been together, nothing has happened that is fishy. And she knows that my friends can be accountable for me, I'll be accountable for them. That's the type of system we have put in place.
And our parents know our friends.
Yes.
Your mom knows all of us.
All of you guys. Yes. Literally. And it's like our parents have also made it very intentional to even know our friends because we've curated the type of space where when we go and visit one another, very interesting how sometimes we even go to Mama Son's place and she's trying to recollect everybody. She's like, I've met you. I know you. You know. Ata Babalem does the same thing. It's our parents know us. The parents of our friends know us. So really, we've got so many accountability checks and balances that we have in place. It's not that we're doing all of these things that we're saying, no, we don't have any accountability. We don't need people to check on us or whatever. We don't need that. That's not what we're saying. We're just saying that it's not constantly present with us, that in its absence, we feel the need to break free. It's present even when it's absent in the moment.
Awesome. I really like that you have brought that caveat because it's very easy for people to pick one thing and just run with it. They said they usually go for holiday.
But Vineyard said they go. We can do it
even as you can go. Nah, that's not the point. And we are emphasizing and even we are choosing to be free and speak about this because we are really intentional and we've emphasized in this episode about creating memories when you're young.
Yes.
And being intentional in the spaces you have with your friends to be able to have a good time, because how else do you form those deep, genuine connections and bonds if you only meet on a Sunday afternoon for 15 minutes and you're not actively pursuing time together and things you can do together, it literally doesn't have to be travel. And that's why I want our parting shot and our last question to be to my lovely co-hosts here. We've spoken about travel because we like travel a lot, and something that resonates with us and something that we've just done recently. What other ways do you feel young people like us, and even younger than us, the younger Gen Zs, because some people may not even have the kind of freedom and liberty we have to just take, you tell your parents, they're like, what nonsense is this? Nope. Kuna mahali unaenda. So what other ways are there for people, or things that people can do to just cultivate and foster those meaningful friendships, develop deep, genuine bonds with people, and just, rest knowing that you have your team. Maybe you have your 2 friends here, your 2 friends, your 3 friends, but you don't know how to really...
You don't know how to be able to just do something intentional together.
Yes, intentional.
Something and also affordable.
And again, now you see also cost is a big thing for us.
Yes, cost is also a big issue.
Yeah, and you're still trying to create memories and have a good time. So, yeah, you can give your thoughts on that. And then Kingori...
Perhaps you'd like to take this big
Shameless team building sorts that out fantastically.
We have a service provider.
Naanza kuwalipiza nyinyi watu.
Hata mimi ukiumia, before I treat you.
Akikuwa wakili, I send you an invoice. Do you want it to go like that?
Tukianza kuinvoiceana hapa.
But I love the nature of the question.
Yes.
And here's my answer. I don't think there is a cast in stone answer.
Yes.
Because it's a matter of what exactly do you want and how do you want your life and your social circles and your footprint to look like. And once you understand that, it makes it very easy for you to know, I can plug in here, I can do this, I can suggest this. Vis-a-vis going with the flow. Because I feel like most of the times, the reason why we suffer is because we lack the clarity to know. Because we're so focused on career, family, we never, and I like the first question, we never have the intentionality to actually create memories. That's why I like, there's a friend of ours, Nameko Pabotemi, he's very intentional with creating memories. So for him, he'll plan with that in mind. He'll always know, at least once a month, I'm not in Nairobi.
He'll
be very intentional with how he plans. But for us, we will let it come and find us. So I think once we put it in our minds, and there's something we were taught with Babalem, whatever you tell yourself or create in your mind, it starts sitting down slowly and slowly. So I think if we can start seeing, unwinding, having meaningful connections, creating memories as something that is beneficial to us, it will start creating pictures in our heads, regardless of whether, because you can have fun with 200 shillings. And I remember a friend of ours who had traveled told us he had wished for us to be where he was. Because he saw the destination, but the people who create it all more meaningful. Because next I end up Paris, but if I don't have you guys there, it will just be good views and nothing more.
Sweet.
So make the intention to do team building. I'm here. I shall facilitate your team building.
Yes, at a cost.
Fantastically. But put it in your head that you actually need to take time to create memories. That's why I like our parents. Ukiangalia albums utona, in as much as they keep pushing us, they had time to have fun. Hence the pictures that we see. Now kuni wapi? And it was never about a lot of money. You see pictures, at least for me, in Uhuru Park. Some pictures in Vasha. Some pictures too in a random place you guys were walking. Yes. That's it for me.
Awesome.
I'll say find what works for you guys and run with it. For us, it's always been travel. We love to travel together. We slot in activities in the travels, and you find that even in the activities, they're so diversified, the things that we do inside there. Some people will decide to go swimming. Others will
not
go
for swimming.
Some people will go do horse riding. Others will decide they want to go on the tour instead, of the campus and just see what that is
the photos
happening.
for horse riding. Now I wish I loved.
Did you?
Did you?
We'll put for you an image.
Gosh, I enjoyed it.
With the sunset palace.
On a horse.
I loved it. Those are the two I like. But anyway, you find what works for you guys and run with it. For us, travel works, and we're able to do as much as we want to do within it. For now, you might probably be a group of people, you're in campus, you're about, just starting off campus, the chums are not yet there, and whatever. Simple things that happen, you can decide like on a random evening in one of the hostels that you guys just want to be able to have your dinner together. Play board games. and see how that works wonders for you guys. Do this games of getting to know one another. There's these card games that Sonia puts us up to every single time that you have to get to know one another. You know, get us cards that allow you to have really intentional conversations with friends, get to know one another. Some of them even have music. I came across one that's called Lyrically Correct. Oh my gosh, that's a tongue twister. I've really tried. Yeah? I'm telling you,
really correct.
Thank God you know the me. It just has, music, and then it asks questions from different songs, and then you have to guess the song or guess the artist. See, you can just really have fun that doesn't require you to have a lot in your budget and your cost. We do Sunday Klabu hapa smocha faithfully I'm telling you, smocha and fries.
Mama ponje tunacheka mpaka 7 p.m.
I'm telling you, and we go home and it doesn't dent your pockets. Find something that works for you. Don't postpone your happiness to perfect conditions. Create happiness even with the imperfect conditions. In fact, it is those that sometimes will even bring in the spark and make all the difference.
Exactly.
So make it intentional to be able to spend time with your friends and enjoy life while you have the energy to do that. Man. When you're in your 60s, utakuwa una travel wapi, unaenda wapi, umechoka, hata by the time unafika huko mnalala.
Mnalala kwa njia.
Kuna mali
unaweza ota moto, that's my 2 cents for me. Find what works for you and run with it.
I think you guys have said everything. The only thing I'll say is, if you have friends, or even a friend, doesn't have to be a big group, don't wait for people to suggest. You're sitting there, you are feeling sad. Oh, me, my friends, we are so boring. We don't do anything. We don't have anywhere to go. You be the one.
Yes.
You be the one to tell guys, but the guys, we can do this. Why can't we do that? Because many times people, I think I was speaking with Joyna another day, and she was telling me how they planned with Kinashama. These are some of our other friends from church. And they just went on a picnic. And I was like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, don't sit there and wait at it. Now let me see which group I can enter, because then they look like they're having more fun. Then they look like they're... No. Find those friends that you have right now. Be the one to instigate. Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? And then once you get that rolling, you'll see when guys get that kind of energy, and then it comes more authentically and naturally from
and it becomes a tradition.
Exactly. It becomes a tradition. Somebody has to be it. If it's something you desire, you be that person. I think it's been a great episode.
Yeah.
Remember to live while you're young. All right? See you next time on the Vineyard Podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye. Toodaloo. Toot-toot.
It's over. Din, 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 din.
Pam, pam, pam.
And live while we're young.
Hula hoo.
Chamkufu mwana huu na aki huu.
Cha mwanafunzi.
Do you know what it means?
It's in full.
Chamkufunzi, it's in full. And then chamkufunzi mwanafunzi hula. Na akila chamkufunzi mwanafunzi hula na akila.
Hapana, just enough. My head is spinning.
Mwanafunzi anakula chakula ya mwalimu.
Na mwalimu na mwanafunzi akila ya mwalimu haji kuwa mwalimu, si ndio?
Why do you two know that so well?